Your name? Okay. You know, you can get hurt wearing those colors down here this Saturday, but go ahead. Just saying. Just trying to help you out. Okay, where are we on this case?
Your Honor, currently there is a balance due. We show 1652 inclusive of court costs.
Okay, so that's right, because you paid the 3 down, then the month clicked in.
I paid $16.50 this afternoon.
Okay, he said he's paid $16.50 this afternoon. I tend to believe him because he came up with the $3,000 when he wanted to. You had the receipt. He's going to show me a receipt. I'm not going to take it from him. I'm just going to say this. Let me just do this. Let me adjourn it to the 31st, 2025 at what time? At 12 noon. They'll look at it, and sir, if it's paid, they're going to dismiss the case. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Case of Willow Ridge Apartments versus Chandra Kubar Kayan.
Christopher working for the plaintiff.
Okay. So how much does plaintiff have owing at this point? Well, this is a judgment.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe this is defendant's motion. We do have a resolution, however, in this matter.
Okay, go ahead.
Just to confirm, Your Honor, is this 3287?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So the parties would, I believe, this is through Mr. Katz, stipulate to the following. The balance of $7,021, that's inclusive of October rent, would be paid on or before October 31st. If that is the case, the writ would be quashed. Additionally, we would say that the writ would not be executed until November 1st, giving the time to pay. And if that is the case, we would submit the paperwork to quash. We're happy to submit an amended writ or whatever the court thinks is best.
The total 7,021 balance now. And during paying the motion, I paid 1,400 1 month rent. I have with me 3,470 with me.
You have 3,470 with you? No, I heard you. Go ahead.
So 1 month rent I paid as a motion, and I have 3,470 in my hand. So I don't know whether I can pay in the cash to the court. I can pay now, right now.
No, you can't pay it right now because the court's closed.
Yeah, 470 with me.
Okay. Are you going to pay everything by the end of the month?
Yeah, this month I can pay.
Okay. Then here's what I'll do, counsel. I think the better way to do this is you need to pay your entire balance down to 0. I think that's the intent of this. And I'm going to give you to October 31st, 2025, 1 p.m. noon at 12 noon. I'm just going to adjourn it to that date. You need to get it paid down to 0.
So November month rent already added in the portal. So that's when I'm able to pay.
You need to get yourself paid through October. I think that's the intent. Is he's got to pay through October, correct, counsel?
Yes, Your Honor. Would it be possible to help him a bit to release escrow to the plaintiff? He's only paid $1,000 so far, I show.
Oh, I got you. I see the escrow there. Yes, and I will release the $1,400. I'll release escrow to plaintiff.
Thank you. Should we submit an order?
No, you're good.
Thank you.
All right. So do that with the $1,400. Get yourself paid down, and you'll be good. So the $1,400 that you put into escrow, we're going to pay that to your landlord. Yep, I'm going to pay that to your apartment. You have to pay the rest up, get your balance current through the end of October, and then you're all set.
So just there are not many penalties. I just put it in my account. Is it possible to reduce anything little bit? Some like late payment penalty they put.
You'll have to talk to them about that. But you need to get the amount in. My understanding is there's an agreement which sum and substance says you're going to pay it through the end of the month. Okay? Thank you.
Pay back the rest, right?
Say again?
On before 31st October, apart from the 1,400, I need to pay down.
Yep,
Yeah.
that's it. Thank you.
And Your Honor, just to be clear, on plaintiff's end, the motion would be held in abeyance, no determination
Yes,
today.
there's no determination at this time. Thank you. Willow Ridge Apartments versus Steve Nzumba.
Christopher Borkin for the plaintiff.
Nzumba, what'd you say? I have nobody here on that. Would you like to take a default?
Yes, Your Honor.
Raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear a firm testimony you're about to give will be the truth, whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, I do.
Go ahead, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. We would request a default judgment. This is possession only. Rent to retain is $1,040. Court costs are $175, making a grand total of $1,215 due as of today. We would request that amounts paid in full on or before November 3rd or a writ be issued. To the best of my knowledge, the property has been habitable during the time of the lease. The defendant is not a minor, nor incompetent, nor in active military service.
Judgment to the plaintiff. That's by default for possession, redemption amount in the amount requested with the writ to issue in 10 days. And let me call these Willow Ridge Apartments versus Angela Smith. Willow Ridge versus Abdallah. Those matters are dismissed on plaintiff's motion without prejudice. All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a great weekend.
You too. And I have to say, now that those U of M folks left, go green.
Oh, man. See, I liked Borgen until then. I really did. All right. Take care.
Have a good one, Your Honor.
Your notes are well arranged. I'm sorry.
What'd you say?
Your notes are.
Yeah, no, I see that. All right. Town Center Place versus Singrid Melvin. 3 cases. Miss Melvin, you coming up? I called the case Miss Melvin's cases. Okay, Miss Melvin, can you hear me? You can hear me? Okay, thank you. All right. Counsel, state your appearance, please. Good afternoon.
Osbury for plaintiff.
All right. And state your name, please.
I'm with Washington County Adult Protective Services.
And so where are we on this case? These cases?
Judge, last year we were addressing the termination related to the number of flower pots in the balcony. So that is up before Your Honor today. There's a health hazard related to a city inspection where the egress was not appropriate. And there's another termination related to housekeeping, and which is basically the same as the health hazard. Too many things in the house, making it difficult to for pest control to treat, as well as Ms. Melvin was putting mice in the drop box downstairs. You know, part of the determination along with the housekeeping issues.
Okay. And we were trying to deal, although some of the issues hadn't quite come up through the second hearing, we were trying to deal with everything at once. So are we good with the balcony?
It's all cleared up, and she cleaned up the, on the floor, and then next to my garden, she pulled out the flowers, and she pulled out the rose bush, and the cranberry bush, and the gooseberry bush. She cleaned all that up herself.
Okay.
Your Honor,
So, all this mess that's in the living room is caused by the mice that were put there. Remember I brought you all that 2 pound
Oh, I remember.
service, nobody comes. My air condition kind of blew. So I called downstairs to have a come check out, make sure that the car does flame. Like the one in the bathroom, the fan blew up and flames came out, but nobody showed up.
Okay. Ms. Melvin, hold on one moment. Is the balcony, you saying it's not done?
it's not.
Have you shown her the photos?
Right now, these were from today.
Okay, so what? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. How many pots are you counting?
6, 9, there's on the right-hand side of the photo, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a prominent in front that looks like maybe one stack. There's one that's up higher.
Yeah.
It's the door wall
Oh,
behind the screen.
but were those holding, the ones that are on what would be the left of the picture? What's in those? Because one of those were for the antenna, which I didn't think was going to be an issue. Or at least was said at the last hearing it wasn't.
Antenna. That's a big one on the very left side, and there's 3 orange ones right to the right.
I see what you're saying behind it.
On at lunchtime. I took those 5 out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right, but they're over to the left-hand side. There are 3 to the back, Miss Melvin. What's in those? On the left-hand side, if you look at the picture, they're like to the back of the balcony. What's in those?
It's just a box where the flames started.
Okay, so,
Put carrot seeds in it, and they didn't do anything, so that's not it there. And then the other part is tomatoes, but the tomatoes I did not too. So,
so remember what we said about if there's nothing in them, you got to get the pots off of the balcony. Yeah, I know. You said that before because I think, yeah, those have to, the 3 that are in the back have to go on the left-hand side.
He's right here.
I'm talking about on the, if you're looking at the picture, the left-hand side. Yeah. So they're behind the antenna pot. Okay, so there are 3 that are behind that, or it looks like 3. Those have to be taken off.
pushing the diane, so.
Yeah. Okay, but you got to get the right, but you got to get the pots off of the balcony. Okay. And then go ahead.
Which are part of the housekeeping issue, but also show a better picture of the plants that are on that side of the balcony.
Was that area is cleaned up, it's all, stuff for gardening. And those are empty, shopping bags that I put there because I had to make room for the guys to come into the apartment. So I had to move all the boxes, everything that I had into the boxes out of the apartment. Nobody came to pick up the dead mice.
Okay. Okay.
And who gave them permission to get into my apartment to take these pictures? It's my violation of the fourth and fifth amendment. I didn't give permission to move in.
Remember, I told them that they could go in.
He gave permission.
Oh, you gave permission?
Yeah, I gave them permission at the last hearing we were at after, because you were supposed to get some things moved.
There's nothing in them.
I know, but right, but yeah, well, they shouldn't be on the balcony. Okay, we
All the mice, so I can put my furniture back together again.
okay, but we talked about the pots, and you're supposed to get those other one.
But then, no one ever wants to.
Okay, but they're not supposed to be on the balcony. Remember we went through the regulation which talked about no more than 5. And hold on, and then you're not also supposed to have things hanging from the balcony, but I'm letting you keep the one that's blooming till December.
Okay, I get rid of those. But
Okay, I know
the front garden, so we have a nice rose garden going, but
I know. Okay. All right. Okay. So if she can get that done, the balcony is okay. I know she's been trying. I think, I don't know what the mix up is in terms of the pots that were on that one side, but there's a significantly less number than we had. So progress is sometimes hard. Now, with regard to inside, what, what do you want to tell me?
inside, what?
Inside your apartment, did you, okay, so first thing we had to do the last time was try to get somebody to help you move some of the things. Did that happen? Okay. And so, okay, and so there was nobody that came, you thought you, so two things. One, you thought the friends were going to help you move the stuff. And then, okay, but that's okay. But then you are also going to contact, I think, your church and see if they could help you. Did you get around to doing that?
Phone system doesn't work so good. I had to go out and buy a new phone.
Again?
And then I got this thing that they advertise on TV, this caption phone. And the office took my phone number and put it downstairs in the lobby. So when you dial my apartment, you get my apartment number on the phone number. And I didn't authorize them to do that.
Okay, but okay, but Ms. Melvin, we remember at the last hearing, I wasn't going to deal with that right now with the phone because you had gotten a phone so that you could communicate, right? So we weren't going to deal with that. Okay, but we got to figure out how we're going to, you need people to assist you to move some of the stuff, right? And they can't do what they need to do until you get that moved.
Well, it started in 2016 when the office manager decided to remodel my apartment. So they moved the bookcase from over there against the wall and that's all the election outlet. Then they put the couch in front of the bookcase and there's a coffee table in the middle. So I didn't do that. They told
No, I'm not saying that you did it. I'm just saying, remember when we talked before, I'm not saying that you did it. I'm not looking to blame anybody at this point. Okay? We just need to get it moved so that then the other part of what needs to happen can happen.
my apartment doesn't help me.
Are there any services that can be utilized?
And well, my grandson just moved from Nassau to Ann Arbor, so he's busy doing his own thing. And I'm not very popular girl, as you can see from this comment that I'm here. All this mental stuff.
Okay. Okay.
Checks, I can't sleep nights, and people were walking by the apartment, or the other night, somebody knocked there at 5 o'clock in the morning and they didn't stop till 7:05 in the morning. So I had the shopping carts right there by the door because that's from the first time that the office came and moved all my stuff.
All right.
The office came and looked at the sink where there's a hole supposedly was supposed to repair it. Well, she came and looked at it, but they didn't come back and repair it, which doesn't really bother me at all. So two fellows from the sheriff department came and served my papers, the same papers that I'll be getting every time.
Right. Okay.
The district court label on it, but it's cut up and it's pasted on they mailed it back to the district court. So they've been playing games back and forth. That's why I got this whole bag full of stuff. And it's good that I saved it. Like, when the water leak came down from the 5th floor, nobody came. I went to the office and I.
Okay. Miss Melvin, here, hang on. So we got to take this step by step, okay? And we got, you, right, but that's the balcony. But then we've got inside your unit. I know, but you've got to have people move and clear some of those.
I have no problem walking from the front door to the window to the patio. I don't have any problem walking to the bathroom.
Okay, but I think she's,
I mean, it's designed for a small person. It's not designed for 85-pound person.
okay. Ma'am, you indicated you're from Housing Bureau for Seniors or?
County Adult Protective Services.
Gotcha. Okay. So,
I've been there since I moved in 2006. I never had any, management here.
yeah, but, okay. Just listen, okay? I've looked at the pictures and I looked at the previous pictures that were given to me. And there are two things. One, they want to get in to exterminate or to do pest control, okay? Pest control, so that you might not have a mice problem.
For the last 2 years, every Friday. So
All right. So hold, Miss. Okay, but here's the other part. The other part is that you got to be able to have access to your windows. Hang on. Those have to be clear, and there has to be a clear way out of the apartment. Okay. So to do that, there has to be, you got to move some furniture and move some things.
Well, there's the two shipping carts in front of the apartment door. That kind of keep the door closed at night and no strangers will be even coming in, I hope.
All right. So can we give this to her? Okay. So listen, so that's an email from, we remember that the last hearing I said we were going to contact somebody to see what services might be out there for you? Okay, and what happened? Okay, but okay, did you talk to him? Did you talk to the Housing Bureau for Seniors?
I called in and I go over to the library, so I use the computer there, so I make sure they get it, because my computer doesn't do everything and the desktop doesn't do anything.
Okay, but did you talk to them about helping you move some things and get some services in? Okay, when you tell me so far nothing happens, did you talk to them? Did you talk to the people at Housing Bureau for Seniors?
Not yet. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you called them, they haven't called you back. Okay, here's what.
Oh, well, this is the destruction, I guess, on the same, well, I didn't do it. Because the other side of it has all these black marks too, so,
And we're trying to get in.
that's part of maintenance.
Do what?
Paint a blue carpet and, first make sure we don't have bugs.
You told her to allow us to fix the sink.
I know. So okay, Miss, did you let them in to fix the sink? Did you let them in to fix the sink? Your sink? But did you let them in to fix the sink?
These people in.
Who are these people?
Permission.
Oh, boy. Okay, so hold on.
My door on Sunday, and I let her in. And then some other lady came on a Sunday, and I let her in.
Okay, but did you let the maintenance people in to fix your sink?
So they didn't fix it.
They didn't fix it?
They didn't fix that because that's, she has to have it approved, and I have to sign papers, and I have to pay for repairing that. Like another senior in our building, their smoke detector didn't work. So she made her pay $30 to buy a new smoke.
Okay, but hold on. You don't have to pay anything until I tell you. Okay? So, but you gotta let them in to let them fix the sink.
You have to let them in.
I let her in, she took the picture, and she brought the maintenance guy with her. So it's not that I didn't let her in.
Okay. Yeah.
Pat's, it's going to be 4 hours to complete the job. Please remove everything away from the job site so that we can have access without touching her property. And please don't use the countertops for 24 hours after. So
Right.
we get the rest of the
I
site.
didn't sign that paper.
I know, but that paper doesn't have anything to do with payment.
That's why I got that extra form and for. Can you show it to the judge, please?
I'll show it to them. He wants to see it.
Is that's the form you just, does it say anything about paying?
No.
All right.
Because it means I have to move everything out of the kitchen.
I know, but I know. That's what we were talking about before, remember? Because we were talking about your friends coming in, you contacting your church and trying to get, I know. Okay. And that didn't happen. But one of the things is that even if it had happened, they need this form signed before they can do the work. Okay, you hear me? Okay, so did you read the form?
No, I got a couple copies at home. And this is my worksheet here. My work, my finals and that, my family's pictures are things that I've been interested in and that I've done 30 years.
Okay, okay. Mr. Melvin, we're gonna have to start doing some things. Okay? We're gonna have to start doing some things. So one of the things we have to start doing is you got to get to Housing Bureau for Seniors to get the things moved in your apartment.
Well,
No, there's no. There's no what.
right now, so I can put my apartment back in shape.
No, please don't.
Please. Hold on. Let me cut.
For a few months now.
Okay.
Many services that can assist Ms. Melvin, and it will not cost you. You never told me you wanted things moved out of your apartment. You did talk about when I met with you that you had a lot of things in there. And it was one of the reasons why we were having the mice in that station. Our department can assist. We can assist as early as next week. We can help you. But you have to identify the things that you want moved. You have to find a place to store these things. Okay, because this is a hazard. We spoke about that. It is a hazard. We can help you, and it will not cost you any money. You have to identify what you want taken out, and we can hire people to come and get these things out of your unit.
But all this right here is from the rights.
Well,
Like this is.
Okay, but
Nobody can.
Well, we're gonna make it better. We're gonna help you make it better if you let us help you. Now,
Okay,
we'll see you.
thank you.
What starts as a routine court hearing quickly turns into one of the most unusual exchanges you'll see in a courtroom. The judge is trying to make sure the defendant fully understands the charges, the plea offer on the table, and the legal process ahead. But almost immediately, communication begins to break down. As the court explains the difference between a preliminary examination and a trial, the defendant repeatedly focuses on issues that don't directly answer the judge's questions. The stakes here are significant. The original charges carry serious consequences, including potential incarceration and sex offender registration requirements. Yet before the court can even address the evidence, a different concern starts to emerge. The judge becomes increasingly focused on whether the defendant truly understands the proceedings taking place around him. Watch closely, because this hearing is about to shift from discussing criminal charges to something entirely different. An issue that could determine whether the case can move forward at all.
Or,
The exterminator said that right now she has no mice.
What did she say?
she said the exterminator says you have no mice right now.
They didn't come and pick up the dead mice.
Okay.
No, they don't make sure there's no mice. Right
Okay, so so what we need I know, I hear you. So what,
Yeah, mouse traps, the ones where the mice get stuck in it.
okay, so Ms. Melvin, here's what I need you to do. No, it's okay. I need you to get the area around the sink clean and get your things away from there so that they can repair the sink. I then need you to make sure to move what has to be moved out of the way so that the ingress and egress and access to windows is clear. Okay, no, hold on. Don't look at any pictures right now. I'm telling you what you got to do. That's what has to happen. Okay? So what you need to do is you need to be cooperative with the county to, do that. Tell them what needs to be moved and then get that out there. But because we've been through a lot of hearings, and you're like me, you can be stubborn, right? Right. So we got to stop being so stubborn. Okay, I need that stuff out of the way so that the inspection can pass for the unit so you can stay there and so that they can fix your sink. Okay? Okay.
I think department used to come every 2 years and inspect the building. But since COVID, they never came and inspected. I go to city council every month. So the first time they had it on Zoom, guess what I said? City council, the department, building department has to come and inspect our building because they have been doing it in 6 years. Guess who they picked on?
Yeah, okay. Okay, so you're going to do that? You're going to cooperate with the county? Yes, it does need to be done. So are we going to get that done next week? Okay, so now the form that I need you to sign, I'm going to do something unusual. I want you to sign that today and get that back to them. Okay, I read it over. Nothing in that form is going to make you pay anything. Okay, it's just,
Makes it funny, because there's no Winfield on it, no Rose Management or Town Center.
Okay. I,
Comes from. They could put it to anyone.
okay, Ms. Melvin, how about if you do this? Okay, I get what you're saying. There's nothing that identifies it. But if you sign it, and then I'm going to give you a copy that you can keep of what you signed. We'll get them back at the original of the signature. And Ms. Melvin, I'll keep a copy so that if anybody tries to say it's changed or anything like that, Judge Simpson will have a copy. All right, will that work for you? Okay. And so now we're going to try to get all of this done this week.
Like this picture here, this is a filter that goes over the air unit. They were supposed to bring in a new filter that was wide enough to fit the whole frame.
Okay, Ms. Bowman, here's the thing. What I want to do right now is I want to get those ingresses and egresses clear and your sink clear so they can do the repair. And then as to, because you've been telling me about the air filter, but then from there, I will, is that the original? Yeah. The original goes to that right now, to the copy. And then once we get that, I'll hear about your other issues. I'm not ignoring them, but I got to get certain things done. Okay? So if they help you out next week and you cooperate with them, when do you think we can come back and have this pretty much done, this part of it? You want to come back on Halloween or you want to come back the week after? Will the November 4th or November 7th work?
We do need something to notify us when the sink is clear, so we know to go in and take care of it. So whoever wants to let us
Well,
know.
that's the same thing as the stove. I can't move the stove.
Okay, they're not, hold on, they're not asking you to do that. Okay, but ma'am. Okay,
There's a sink right there. So I can move my dishes right there.
oh, okay. Ma'am, go ahead.
It's an outside vendor that repairs the sink. It's not on site, so we do need to know that the sink is clear and we need to get this vendor up there to fix it.
I know, we were dealing with that, I think, the last time. No, it's okay. It's just, pardon?
On the sink.
They're probably gonna,
Sink out.
they may have to, and if they don't have to, then I don't know what they're gonna have to shut off. I don't know what they're gonna repair. Okay, I mean, I know what they're gonna repair, but I don't know how they're gonna do it. Okay, so here's what,
But,
who can, Miss Melvin, I need somebody, ma'am, I don't know if you can assist in this and once this,
yeah, the sink.
the splash, well, I don't know what they're going to do.
Just little bit. No, one thing is to.
Okay, Miss Melvin, hold on. Here's what we're gonna do. I gotta get the sink area clear, right? Okay, so we gotta make sure that once it's clear, the landlord knows. Okay, here's the problem, and I don't know if you can assist us in this. When you call the landlord, that's when we get other problems. So can somebody from the county please assist in just contacting the landlord that the area is clear? Can that happen?
Contractor inside.
Fantastic. That's how you'll be notified.
Can they fix my heater, air conditioning heater unit that blew up?
I think we were just out there for a service call and there were no issues.
Okay, so they've already inspected it and looked at that. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna come back on the 7th at
1 p.m.
at 1 p.m. on November 7th. We're going to hopefully, we will have gotten everything up to this point done, and we'll go with the next issue, okay?
Well, this thing right here, all I have to do is close the doors, and it's just a unit.
Okay.
Position for that I've been saving to make a history book for my children and for my grandchildren, so they have things to do. And that's my sister over there from France. She speaks 8 languages at the European Parliament, and she translated the International Institute in Den Haag.
Okay. All right.
Stuff.
Gotcha.
They took out entertainment.
At this point, the hearing has moved beyond the original allegations and into a much deeper legal concern. Throughout the exchange, the judge repeatedly asks straightforward questions about the court process, the plea offer, and what happens next. Instead of demonstrating a clear understanding, the defendant continues returning to topics the judge believes have already been explained. This is important because courts must ensure that every defendant is capable of understanding the proceedings and assisting in their own defense. That doesn't mean agreeing with the judge or accepting a plea deal. It means being able to follow what's happening in court and make informed decisions about the case. The more the conversation continues, the more concerned the judge becomes. What began as an attempt to explain legal options has now turned into an evaluation of whether the defendant fully comprehends the stage of the process is currently in. And that concern ultimately leads the court to take a step that could delay everything else in the case. As the hearing continues, watch how the judge's focus shifts from the charges themselves to the defendant's ability to proceed through the justice system